Here, yeah, buddy, listen up, because I'm about to hit you with the truth. Yesterday don't mean a damn thing. It's gone. It's history. It's a lie you keep telling yourself to stay comfortable. Tada is all you got right here, and tuda is the weapon that's going to cut through excuses, break limits, and build the version of you that nobody thought possible. You either pick it up and fight with it, or you sit back and watch life beat you down. Here, lightweight, baby. Nah, this is heavy, but heavy is what makes you strong. Man, let me tell you something real, something a lot of people don't want to hear, because it burns when the truth hits. Here, yesterday ain't nothing but smoke in the air. It's already dead. It don't exist anymore, and yet most people are living as if yesterday has chains around their neck. They let mistakes, failures, pain, right here, embarrassment, and regrets sit on their shoulders like a bar loaded with 1,000 pounds, and they don't even try to rack it off. They carry that weight day after day, wondering why they're stuck here, why they're not moving forward, why every time they try to chase something new, they fall flat on their face. The truth is simple. Yesterday is an illusion. It ain't real anymore. It's not here. Right here, the past only lives inside your head, and if you keep staring back there, you'll never see what's in front of you. Think about it like this. Every single rep in the gym is gone the second you lock it out. Right here, that set you did last week don't matter anymore. You can't rely on that old strength. You can't brag about that old pump. You can't say, I was strong yesterday, because that don't lift the weight today. Yesterday don't build you. What builds you is the rep you're about to do right now. The plates sitting on that bar in front of you, they don't care how much you lifted last year. Here, they don't care what your personal best was. They don't care about your excuses or your history. That weight is heavy today, right now. And if you don't step under it with focus and hunger, you're going to get crushed. Here, that's life. Life is like a loaded barbell. It doesn't ask what you did yesterday. It asks what you're willing to do today. But here's the problem. Too many people treat yesterday like a safety blanket. Right here. They live in past victories. They replay old highlights in their mind, telling themselves they were once great, once strong, once disciplined, and they use that as an excuse not to grind today. Or on the flip side, right here, they're haunted by past failures, times they fell short, times they got laughed at, times they gave up when it got hard. And instead of learning from it, instead of flipping that pain into fuel, they chain themselves to it. Here, telling themselves they're not good enough, they can't do it, they'll never rise up. That's the biggest lie you can ever believe. Yesterday does not define you. Yesterday cannot stop you. Yesterday is gone right here. What matters is the fire in your chest right now, the discipline in your actions right now, the fight you bring right now. You see, when you step into the gym right here, you don't walk in and tell the weights a story about how tired you were yesterday. You don't tell the dumbbells, well, I missed my reps yesterday, so maybe I can't do this today. No. You grab that iron, something right here, you squeeze it, you move it with every ounce of strength you've got. And if you fail forward, you rack it, you catch your breath, and you go again. That's life, that's the grind, that's the truth. Here, the past is only as powerful as you let it be. Some people feed their past like a beast, giving it energy, giving it power, giving it their focus until it grows so big it blocks out their vision. But the strong, the relentless, here, the ones who rise, they starve the past, they look at it for the lesson. They take the wisdom, they take the scar tissue, but they don't feed it anymore. They starve it until it shrinks into nothing. Here, yesterday is a lie because it tricks you. It whispers in your ear, telling you that you'll never be more than your mistakes. It tells you that what happened before will keep happening. Thing right here, it convinces you that your failures are your identity. But let me ask you this. If you believe yesterday defines you, then what's the point of today? What's the point of waking up? What's the point of lacing your shoes right here? What's the point of grinding in the gym, working at your craft, chasing your dream? If yesterday is everything, then today is nothing. And that's the lie. That's the trap. That's how people waste their lives, right here, sitting in the shadows of the past instead of standing in the light of the present. Every champion, every great athlete, every person who's built something powerful in their life had moments where yesterday could have broken them. Look at me. I didn't just wake up one day and become Mr. Olympia 8 times. There were days I failed right here, days I got crushed, days my body was screaming, days my spirit wanted to quit. There were injuries, setbacks, people doubting me, laughing at me. If I let yesterday's pain define me, if I let those failures become who I was here, you wouldn't even know my name. But I didn't let yesterday lie to me. I woke up, I strapped my shoes, I hit the gym, I chased the work today. Every single title, every single trophy, right here. Every single victory was built on a foundation of forgetting what happened yesterday and attacking today with everything I had. You got to understand the human mind loves comfort, right here. And comfort loves to replay yesterday like a movie. It loves to remind you of when you got rejected, when you lost, when you were weak, when you didn't measure up. Comfort wants you to believe that story so you never step outside the cage. But if you want to grow, if you want to rise, if you want to build something that lasts, you got to break that film reel. You got to stop replaying that same old movie, because yesterday don't matter. The movie is over. The screen is blank. What you put on it today is the only story that counts. Here? So when you wake up and you hear that voice reminding you of all the times you failed, all the times you slipped, all the times you broke down, I want you to roar back at it with the truth. Yesterday is an illusion. Yesterday is gone. You're not defined by that anymore. You're not held hostage by it anymore. You're not chained by it anymore. You got today, and that's more powerful than anything that came before it. Right here, every second today is like a blade in your hand, sharp, dangerous, and ready to cut through the lies of the past. When you start treating yesterday as nothing but a ghost, something that can't touch you, right here, that's when you free yourself to attack the day with all your strength. You stop being afraid of failure because you know it don't define you. Right here. You stop being lazy because you know resting on yesterday's victory won't carry you. You stop hesitating because you realize the past can't reach out and stop you. And once you break that mindset right here, once you finally let go of yesterday, you become unstoppable, because every ounce of your energy is focused on today. And today is where change happens. Today is where growth happens. Right here. Today is where you become the beast you were meant to be. When you open your eyes in the morning, that first breath you take is not just air, it's opportunity. It's proof that you've been given another round in this fight. Right here. Today is all you've got. And the moment you forget that, the moment you think you can coast, that's the moment you hand over your power. Today is not just some ordinary day that blends in with the rest. Today is a blade in your hand, sharp, lethal, full of potential. You can swing it with precision and carve out the life you want right here, or you can let it dull in the sheath and waste away like all the people who never realize the value of the present. Every second that ticks by is a weaponized moment, and if you don't use it, it cuts against you. Right here, time is undefeated. It will pass whether you use it or not. But when you choose to strike with it, when you decide that today is the battlefield, suddenly everything changes. Here, too many people live like they're promised tomorrow. They wake up thinking they've got time, thinking they can start later, thinking the work can wait, the dream can wait, the change can wait. But tomorrow is a myth. Right here, tomorrow is a story we tell ourselves so we can stay lazy today. The truth is, you don't control tomorrow. You don't own it. You don't know if it's even coming. The only thing in your control is right here, right now, today. And if you're not willing to grip it like a weapon, if you're not willing to strike with it like it's your last chance, then you'll always be playing catch up, always chasing, always wishing, always regretting. Right here, think about it like training. You can't lift weights with yesterday's effort. You can't hit a PR tomorrow. The only bar that matters is the one in front of you right now. When you put your hands on that steel, it demands everything in that moment. Not what you did, not what you're planning to do, but what you're doing right now. Today is the set, today is the rep, today is the grind. You either attack it or you waste it here, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. That's how life works. Every day you let pass without giving your all is a day you've surrendered a piece of yourself. And one day, right here, you're going to look back and realize the weapon you held in your hands every single morning was never used. It just rusted away while you made excuses. But when you flip the switch, right here, when you realize that today is war and every choice you make is a strike in battle, that's when the game changes. Waking up early isn't just discipline. It's a weapon against mediocrity. Here, hitting the gym isn't just exercise. It's a weapon against weakness. Grinding at your craft isn't just work. It's a weapon against doubt. Right here, saying no to distractions isn't just willpower. It's a weapon against failure. Every move you make in the present is a swing of the blade. And if you keep swinging with focus and precision, right here, sooner or later you'll carve out victories that other people can't even dream of. People lose because they hesitate. They hesitate to act. They hesitate to speak. They hesitate to move. Right here, they hesitate because they think they have more time, and that hesitation is what kills dreams. The weapon you hold in your hands today is sharp, but hesitation lets it slip, lets it fall, lets it rust. If you want to build something powerful, you got to wake up with urgency, like the clock is your enemy, like every second wasted is a wound, because it is. Life is not waiting on you. The world is not slowing down for you. Here, opportunities don't sit around forever. They flash, they appear, and then they vanish. And if you weren't ready today, if you weren't sharp today, you missed it. Right here, that's the price of treating today like it's just another day instead of the weapon it really is. You see, hunger only lives in the present. You can't be hungry yesterday. You can't be hungry tomorrow. Right here, hunger exists in the pit of your stomach right now, and it demands to be fed with action. Today, champions understand that. They don't waste today thinking about the future. They don't waste today crying about the past. Right here, they attack the hours they have. They cut through excuses with the edge of their discipline. They slice through doubt with the sharpness of their focus. And that's what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. Right here, the difference isn't talent, it isn't luck, it isn't opportunity. It's who was willing to pick up today and swing it like their life depended on it. Imagine walking into battle unarmed while the enemy is charging you. Right here, that's how most people live their lives, stepping into the chaos of every day with no plan, no drive, no fight, hoping things just work out. But you've got a weapon in your hands every single day, right here. And the question is whether you're going to swing it or let it hang useless by your side. Every hour you waste, you're getting cut down. Every excuse you make, you're taking a wound. Every opportunity you pass on, right here, you're bleeding out. But when you grip today, when you channel your energy into every action, you become dangerous, you become unstoppable. Right here, you become the kind of person who carves out victory after victory until there's no doubt left about who you are. Treat today like a weapon and you'll move differently. Here, you'll stop scrolling aimlessly because you know every second counts. You'll stop gossiping because your time is too sharp to dull with nonsense. Here, you'll stop procrastinating because you know hesitation is the same as defeat. You'll attack your goals with intensity because you know today is the only battlefield that matters. That urgency will change you. Right here, it'll make you ruthless with your focus, relentless with your grind, disciplined with your time. And the more you swing that weapon, the sharper it gets. Discipline sharpens it, consistency sharpens it, sacrifice sharpens it. Right here, until one day you look around and realize you've built a life carved out of steel and sweat because you treated every day like the blade it was meant to be. And let me tell you, people are going to doubt you. Right here, they're going to look at you crazy when you move with that kind of urgency, when you refuse to waste your days like they do, when you stay locked in while they're drifting through life. They'll call you obsessed. Here, they'll call you extreme, they'll call you crazy. But that's because they don't understand what you're holding. They don't see the weapon in your hands. They don't realize you're in a battle for your life. Right here, your dreams, your legacy. And when they finally wake up, when they finally realize time has passed them by, when they finally understand that today was all they ever had, it'll be too late for them. But not for you. Right here, not if you swing today like your life depends on it. Because here's the truth. Every day is a fight. You're either fighting to build or you're fighting to decay. And right here, you're either striking with your weapon or you're taking the hits until you can't stand anymore. There's no neutral ground, no pause button, no safety zone. The enemy is always coming. Doubt is coming. Weakness is coming. Right here, fear is coming. Laziness is coming. Regret is coming. Regret is coming. And if you're not armed with today, if you're not ready to swing with everything you've got, you're going to get cut down where you stand. But if you are ready here, if you are locked in, if you are hungry, then today becomes your shield. Today becomes your sword. Today becomes the reason you survive, the reason you win, the reason you rise. Power doesn't just fall into your lap right here. It doesn't come from wishing. It doesn't come from sitting around waiting for the right time. It comes from action. Every single rep you put in, every single choice you make here, every single second you live with intention, that's where true power is born. People want to believe it's some mysterious force, something only given to the lucky or the chosen, but the truth is it's earned in the grind. You can't fake it. You can't shortcut it. You can't talk your way into it. Power is built rep by rep, moment by moment, decision by decision. And if you're not putting in the work in those small moments here, you'll never have the strength to handle the big ones. When you walk into the gym and you grab that weight, that rep matters. Not tomorrow's reps, not yesterday's reps, the one you're holding right now, right here. If you give it half your effort, you're only cheating yourself because the bar doesn't lie, the iron doesn't lie, the results don't lie. That's life in its rawest form. Either you give your all in this moment, and the thing is, it's not just about the gym. Life itself is one giant set, one long grind, one endless series of reps. Every decision you make is a rep. Every second you waste is a rep skipped. Here, every time you choose discipline over comfort, that's a rep earned, and those reps add up. They stack into strength, into resilience, into dominance. That's where power comes from. Here, too many people wait for motivation to show up before they act. They sit back saying, when I feel like it, I'll start. But power doesn't come to the ones who wait. It comes to the ones who move, the ones who act here, the ones who choose to grind even when they don't feel like it. You think I felt like hitting the gym every single day of my career? You think I was always motivated, always fired up? Right here, always ready to push my body to breaking point? No. But I showed up anyway. I did the reps anyway. I made the choices anyway. Because I knew power was hiding in those moments when I wanted to quit, when I wanted to take the easy road, when I wanted to give in to comfort, That's when power, in the fire of discomfort, in the seconds where most people fold, you can't underestimate the weight of small decisions. Right here, waking when the alarm goes off instead of hitting snooze, that's power. Choosing to meal prep instead of ordering junk, that's power. Picking up the book instead of the phone, that's power. Right here, getting one more rep when your body is screaming, that's power. It looks small in the moment, but stacked over time, it builds a mountain no one else can climb. The problem is, people think power comes in one big moment. Here, one big breakthrough, one big opportunity, but that's a lie. Power doesn't pop like it comes in the shadows where nobody's watching. It comes in the early mornings and the late nights, right here in the grind you do when no one cares. And when that big moment finally shows up, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on the reps you've done, the choices you've made, the seconds you've used. Here, if you didn't put in the work, you won't have the power to stand. Every rep is a chance to dominate. Every choice is a chance to level up. Every second is a chance to sharpen your edge. But you can't waste them. Right here, once a rep is gone, you don't get it back. Once a second is wasted, it's gone forever. That's why the present is everything. That's why you have to live with urgency. Why you have to treat every moment like it counts. Because it does. That's the difference between people who talk about power and people who live with it. The talkers waste seconds, they waste choices, they waste reps, and then they wonder why they're weak. Right here, the doers take every rep like it's life or death. They take every second like it's gold, and they turn choices into stepping stones. That's why they rise. That's why they dominate. And let me tell you, right here, the body doesn't just grow from one rep. Muscles don't just explode from one workout. It's consistency. It's stacking the reps. It's hammering them day after day. It's staying locked in when the grind gets boring. Right here, when the progress feels slow, when the results don't show up right away. That's where most people quit. They think power should come quick, like flipping a switch. But power is patient. Here, power waits to see if you're willing to earn it. If you're willing to keep going when it feels like nothing is happening. Hey, if you're willing to bleed through the seconds and sweat through the choices until the results finally show. And when they do, it feels unstoppable because you know you earned every ounce of it. Here, think about a blacksmith forging a blade. It doesn't take one strike to shape steel. It takes hundreds, thousands over and over. Hammer against metal, heat against fire. Each strike seems small, but together they create something sharp, something unbreakable. That's you. Every rep you grind out is a strike. Every choice you make is a strike. Every second you use with discipline is a strike. And over time, right here, those strikes turn you into a weapon, into someone who can cut through doubt, cut through fear, cut through weakness. That's how power is forged, not all at once, but through relentless repetition, right here. And here's the thing, you already have the weapon in your hands, but the edge depends on what you do right now. If you choose to waste this moment, the blade dulls. If you choose to sharpen it, the blade gets stronger. Right here, that's why you take reps off. You can't waste days. You can't ignore the present. Every single choice matters. People like to believe one missed rep, one skipped workout, one wasted day doesn't matter. Right here, but it does because the habit of wasting builds just like the habit of grinding. Weakness stacks just as much as strength does. Laziness compounds just as much as discipline does. And before you know it, right here, the seconds you wasted have built into years of regret. Power is not something outside of you. It's not something someone else can give you. It's not something you can buy or borrow. It's in your hands, in your heart, and right here, in your discipline. It's in your willingness to push when it hurts, to choose the hard path when the easy one is right there, to squeeze the most out of every second you've got. Right here, that's what separates the average from the extraordinary, the weak from the strong, the dreamers from the doers. When you start living with that mindset, when you treat every rep like it counts, every choice like it matters, right here, every second like it's the only one you'll ever get, you stop wasting time, you stop making excuses, you stop living small. You start to feel the power building in you, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, right here, spiritually. You walk different, you talk different, you carry yourself with a force that people can feel when you enter the room. Because they know you've done the reps they didn't do. Right here, you've made the choices they didn't make. You've used the seconds they wasted. That's what power feels like. And here's the truth, power is not some magical end goal. Right here, it's not something you achieve once and hold forever. Power is alive. It's built every day. It grows when you feed it and dies when you starve it. The reps never stop. The choices never end. The seconds never quit ticking. Here, that's why you can't let up. That's why you can't coast. That's why you can't think you made it. Because the moment you stop swinging, the moment you stop grinding, the moment you stop sharpening, here, the blade dulls, the power fades, and you're back to nothing. But if you keep going, if you keep choosing, if you keep grinding, the power only grows. It becomes undeniable, unshakable, unbreakable.